You've probably heard the stories: an AI dominating world-class chess grandmasters, or a machine learning bot crushing top esports teams in games like Dota 2. But just how far can AI go in outsmarting human players? Today, we're exploring AI-powered gaming. Can machines beat the best players? We'll dive deep into how these remarkable algorithms learn strategy, adapt on the fly, and sometimes even reinvent how we think about our favorite games. If you love peering into the future of technology and want more insights like this, consider subscribing. Your support helps us keep uncovering the hidden dimensions of AI's potential. Let's start with a high-profile example: OpenAI's success in Dota 2. This isn't just a game where you push a few pawns around a board. Dota 2 is incredibly fast-paced, has dozens of unique heroes, and requires seamless teamwork. The AI system, trained through reinforcement learning, clocked hundreds of years' worth of in-game experience in just a few months. It learned strategies no human coach could predict, like timing perfect ambushes or memorizing obscure item combinations. When OpenAI's team of bots first challenged professional Dota 2 players, many were skeptical. Yet, time and again, the AI demonstrated it could adapt to new patches, exploit humans' weaknesses, and dictate the flow of matches. Moving from MOBA games to the StarCraft II battleground, we see a similar story. Blizzard's iconic real-time strategy game demands resource management, map control, and split-second tactical decisions. In 2019, DeepMind's AI agent AlphaStar entered the scene, sparring with some of the world's best StarCraft II pros. Critics argued that an AI might never grasp the game's complexities, but AlphaStar methodically studied past replays, tested countless variations of tactics, and gradually refined its gameplay. The result? It achieved a Grandmaster level ranking, a feat once deemed impossible for a machine. Why does this matter beyond bragging rights? In games like chess or Go, AI has to follow rigid sets of rules with limited variables. But in titles such as Overwatch, League of Legends, or even large-scale simulation games, you have chaotic environments that shift constantly. Understanding how an AI navigates these fluid worlds can clue us into how machines might tackle real-life challenges. From self-driving cars dealing with unpredictable roads to robotics managing disaster scenarios. One key technique powering these gaming AIs is reinforcement learning, where the AI algorithm rewards itself for good decisions and penalizes itself for mistakes. Over countless simulations, it prunes ineffective strategies and amplifies winning ones, effectively discovering its own path to victory. Another approach is imitation learning, where AI studies human players' matches to pick up basic strategies, then evolves beyond those foundations. These methods highlight how gaming might be the ultimate testing ground for AI's problem-solving ability. Of course, it's not all about flashy esports victories. AI is also shaping how we play at home. Developers now create adaptive enemies in single-player campaigns, meaning the monsters, soldiers, or puzzle challenges in your favorite title can scale up in real time based on your skill. Instead of predictable, scripted behavior, enemies can counter your moves or learn to exploit your tendencies, offering a richer or immersive experience. But there's a flip side. Some worry AI-driven opponents could learn too fast, turning casual players off if the game feels impossible. Balancing difficulty is part art, part science, and AI can swing that balance heavily in either direction. There's also the emerging field of AI-assisted game design. Think of it this way. Instead of painstakingly scripting every level layout, developers might give an AI tool some guidelines for difficulty, aesthetics, or environment type. The AI then procedurally generates new maps, stories, or puzzles that surprise even the game's creators. This can bring nearly infinite replay value, though it raises questions about authorship and creativity. If an algorithm designs half the game, where does human ingenuity end and machine input begin? Now let's touch on the question in the title. Can machines truly outplay the best players? In many cases, the answer seems to be yes, at least under controlled conditions. However, top-tier gamers still exploit certain AI blind spots, like tunnel vision, focusing too much on one objective, or overcommitting to strategies that worked in simulations but falter against inventive, on-the-fly human tactics. As AI evolves, it'll close these gaps, which begs another question. Could we see a future where no human can beat the best AI at any game? Possibly. Yet, humans bring intuition, creativity, and psychological warfare to the table, qualities that are tough to replicate in an algorithm. This leads us to the broader implications. If AI can master complex systems in gaming, it can likely handle intricate tasks in finance, science, or logistics. Gaming acts as the perfect sandbox, offering endless repetition, well-defined victory conditions, and a contained environment. If an algorithm can swiftly adapt to brand new game patches or expansions, imagine how quickly it might adapt to changing economic climates or new data inputs in real-world domains. Before we wrap up, let's address the community impact. Some gamers cheer for AI breakthroughs, seeing them as milestones in computer science. Others worry about losing that human narrative, those epic underdog stories where an unknown player defeats a legend through sheer grit and creativity. If machines become the new legends, does that diminish the thrill of competitive gaming? It's a complex debate, and it underscores that AI in gaming isn't just about technology. It's also about culture, fandom, and the human experience of play. Whether you find it exhilarating or a bit daunting, one thing's clear: AI is here to stay in the gaming world. If you enjoyed this deep dive into how machines are challenging and sometimes beating human gamers, please consider subscribing. Your support helps us keep exploring all the wild frontiers where code meets creativity. After all, gaming might just be the front line in our evolving relationship with AI, where every match is a chance to see who or what will come out on top.